Hello everybody. Welcome to Sick Melissa's Musings. So John and I had an all-day thing planned today, and I think that the universe is giving me a message that today I actually get to take a full day off and rest. So I'm coming to you with a Melissa's Musing. I actually missed yesterday because I was a little bit emotional about something, and I wanted to come to you guys because it's been a little bit of a rough week for John and I, and there's been a lot of important lessons that we've gotten the opportunity to learn. Hold on, I totally forgot about my light. There we go. There I am. Okay, yay. But like now I'm glowing. There we go. Okay, we're good. And it's, like the lessons that we've been learning have been really weighing on my mind, and I wanted to share them with you guys. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you for joining and for watching. But basically, so, John and I, we operate from a place that we truly trust and believe in the best in everyone. And, I am committed to leaving the mistrust that hasn't served me for my whole life. I'm leaving that behind. And I've, chosen to leave that behind, especially going through Ascension Leadership Academy this past year. I've learned, going into that, I learned through that process that I was incredibly mistrusting, especially of men, because of past relationships and, my relationship with my dad. And in that respect, I chose during the training program to truly believe in the best in everyone until proven otherwise. And when you have a really rough week, like John and I did this week, in the fact that we were feeling, I'll kind of walk you guys through it, but screwed or scammed in a few different ways, and it's just been really tough for us to process and to not get jaded by that, right? Like when we truly go through life and believe in the best in everyone and want the best, and truly believe that everyone's intentions are pure, it's an awesome way to navigate, because ultimately that's what we as pure human beings, without going through our filing cabinet full of crap, that's how we should operate. But then when you experience a week where you're just like, whoa, where'd that come from? I'm being scammed? What? How, what is all this happening? It really gives you an opportunity to reflect and to make sure that that decision feels right, and to make sure that you're committed to that decision, which I totally am, but was given some important lessons this week as to how I can protect myself and my energy. And so to give you guys a little bit of a rundown, a couple months ago, Jen and I, our tax lawyer, we found out is going to court and likely going to prison. So unfortunately, we went through, we started going through a process of finding a new tax lawyer and that kind of stuff. And we found out this week that our new tax lawyer was not really abiding by the word that they gave us, and it was really disappointing. And I was really hurt that a second provider that I was, really relying on and trusting to do their job and effectively advise us, misled us for a second time. And I was really disappointed, and I felt really let down. And then that same day, something happened with one of the sellers that we're working with, and I felt, again, really disappointed. And then, 2 days later, something happened with another client, and I felt really disappointed. And 4 or 5 different things this week happened where I was like, damn, am I supposed to just go through life not trusting people? Because I continually keep getting screwed. And it was, it's been really emotional and difficult to process for that reason. And I've gotten a lot of coaching from friends and support systems that I have, because ultimately the goal is to, when that happens, feel that energy. Don't deny it, right? It hurts. It hurts to be screwed. It hurts to be misled. It hurts when you're spending $5,000 on something and the lawyer is full of shit. It hurts. And so I think recognizing that when it hurts, it's okay to acknowledge that, feel it. I did some great screaming into a pillow and releasing on Tuesday, because I was like, I'm done with this. I'm fed up. And I'm tired of feeling screwed over. But instead of choosing to allow that to now indicate how I operate, you know what I mean? I was able to on Tuesday just address it and feel it and scream into my pillow and let it go instead of carrying it along with me, because now I can choose to continue to see the good in people versus going into that filing cabinet full of crap and being like, well, you know what? I got screwed last week, so maybe I should have a higher guard up this time. And so as difficult as it is when this stuff happens, because it's been a really emotionally draining week for John and I. I'm not going to lie. I feel like continually, like certain things, like being an entrepreneur or being in real estate or like really just being committed to what it is that you want and relentlessly trying to get it and trusting people along the way and doing what it takes, it will lead to sometimes disappointment. And like that's the hardcore truth. So in that respect, knowing that, we get to totally operate from that space and go about things totally trusting people, believing in the best in everyone. And when it doesn't happen that way, we get to shift. So, I was reminded of something important, because one of the messages that always sticks with me when I'm going through a really rough time, anytime John and I have really had tumultuous times, there's a dream that comes back to me and it plays itself on repeat as I sleep. And it's a voice in my head. It's it's God. And it's something that just tells me, Melissa, no matter what's happening, you have everything you need. No matter what disappears, what's taken away, we have everything that we need. And so Tuesday, when I was feeling really disappointed and beaten down, and I said to John, this business will chew you up and spit you out. And I was feeling really discouraged. Being an entrepreneur and like navigating and, going through those speed bumps and those failures and those hurdles and dealing with people screwing you over and things like that, it doesn't get any easier. But the message that I keep receiving, and the one that I know is true, and the one that resonates with me, is not that I should not trust people. It's not that I should operate differently and go through life, with a higher guard up, because that's what my brain's telling me to do. But no, my heart is telling me I have everything I need. Literally everything that hasn't worked out, it's fine, because I didn't need it. It wasn't serving me, clearly. It got taken away. So in that respect, I feel like it's really hard to know exactly what to do when you get screwed over, when you get misled, when you get scammed, because it hurts. And our immediate human being response is like, F that. Screw that person. I'm done with this. This sucks, right? But no, it's really important to feel it. It hurts. So feel that space. Give yourself the opportunity to feel what that feels like. Scream into a pillow like I did if you need to, because that's a great release. And then when all is said and done, you get to shift and you get to show up and you get to continue to trust everyone in your life. You get to continue to believe in the best in everyone, and you get to not go into that filing cabinet full of your crap to pull out your files and be like, oh, well, last week this person screwed me, so maybe I shouldn't trust this next person. No, because that next person is so deserving of your undoubted trust, all the love that you have to give them. And just because Joe Schmo screwed you last week doesn't mean that, Emily, who you meet tomorrow, is going to do the same thing. Maybe she is going to nourish and fully support your life and bring you to whole new levels that you never even realized possible, because you are now able to come at her from a trusting space. So it's been a little bit of an emotional week for John and I. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday was the first musing I missed since the beginning of the year, and I was just not in a place to do it. Because I think one of the things that John and I have really been struggling with is that no matter how big of a game that we play, we continue to expand the game that we're playing, and we're playing a bigger and bigger game, and it becomes more and more overwhelming and more difficult to manage. But it keeps happening, and we're like, this is awesome. It's growing exactly the way that we want. But the interesting thing is, no matter how big we stretch, we can, the universe has only given us what we need to make the ends meet. We have, John's analogy is, we have been getting by, treading water, sucking air through a straw. And I know it's going to happen for us. There is no way that all this effort, all of this love, all of the giving that we're doing, and all of the commitment that we have to truly make a difference in this industry and make a difference in every single one of our clients' lives, there's no way it's not going to work. I am a firm believer in that. But it's been such a valuable lesson that literally everything that hasn't been a necessity, a hardcore necessity, to pay a bill or to get something done, every single thing that has not been absolutely needed has gotten taken away. And I think it's a really important lesson to have faith and to truly trust that you absolutely have everything that you need at any given second, and also that everything has the ability to go away like that. So to be grateful for every blessing that we're given, every opportunity that we're given. And so I think those are my biggest lessons this week that I've been able to take away. It's not, the first one is really that when somebody abuses your trust, that's on them, and that was their choice. And so you get to choose how to navigate from that, and you get to choose to continue to trust people and to continue to believe in the best in everyone. And just because that one person or those 5 people in a few days disappointed you, it's okay. Because maybe the next 5 won't. And maybe those next 5 will be the best thing that ever happened to you because you're willing to trust in them. And then the second thing is really relying and trusting that at any given moment, no matter what's happening and what shitstorm you're in, you literally have everything you need. If you have a roof over your head and someone to hug and food in your belly, that's all that you need. That's it, right? And everything else is extra. Everything else is the cherry on top of the sundae. So maybe sometime soon we'll get our cherry on top of the sundae. But for now, we have everything that we need. And it's perfect. And I got some really important lessons this week. And I get to totally continue believing in the best in everybody because everybody is amazing. And the people that choose to abuse the trust, that's on them. And karma. We'll see. No, but that's it. So I know it's difficult. I'm emotional because it's hard and it hurts. And when you get screwed over, it hurts. I get it. It hurts. John and I get screwed over all the time. It really hurts. And it's life. But I get to choose how to show up, and I get to choose to be different. And I get to choose that there's good in everybody, even the people that screw other people over. So maybe the people that screwed, maybe they'll get screwed over next week and realize what they've done and shift themselves. So I hope you guys are having an amazing Thursday. I love you. And hopefully this message resonates for you. Sorry, I'm a bit sick still. Michelle and Therese, if you're out there, you're going to laugh at my blowing my nose. My best friends think it's so weird how I blow my nose. Do you think it's weird? There's a lot of you watching right now. Do you guys think it's weird the way I blow my nose? Thank you guys for watching. And thank you for always supporting us. You guys are what keep us going. I was able to, on Tuesday, when I was just having, a poo day, a completely poopy day, I got an opportunity to cry to a lot of friends. I got an opportunity to request a lot of coaching. And, Yaya, I love you, Yaya. I'm not sad. I'm really happy because I learned some important lessons. And yeah, it is what it is. And we get to move on, and we get to not hold on to all that shit. We get to let it go, not harbor it, scream into a pillow, and it's going to be better. I love you guys. Please send me some amazing healing vibes. I'm on my 7th day of sickness and feeling quite ill still. So today, John and I, like I said, we had a full day thing planned, and I get to totally skip it, rest all day. It's going to be amazing. I get to have a Melissa sick day. So I love you guys. We'll talk soon. Let me know. I'm always here to support you too if you get screwed over because, dude, it happens to us a lot. I totally feel the pain. I love you guys. We'll talk soon.